Good evening, everyone. I'm Edwin Van Finkelhorn.
And I'm Eugene Stopford. Our first story tonight. The clothing fad for young people to sag their pants below their waist has been banned in one Louisiana city. The Terrebonne Parish Council passed an ordinance that prohibits people from wearing their pants below the waistline in public that would expose their undergarments or skin. According to WWLTV.com, violators of the new ordinance would face a $50 fine for the first offense, a $100 fine for the second offense, and a $100 fine along with 16 hours of community service for any following offenses. The council members voted 8-1 and is expected to be signed into law by parish president Michael Claudette.
The hacker activist group Anonymous called for an internet blackout on Monday in response to a controversial internet security bill. The U.S. House of Representatives passed the Cyber Intelligence Sharing Protection Act, or CISPA, which would allow companies to share information about cyber threats with the government and vice versa. The proposed blackout would be similar to a protest back in January in response to SOPA and PIPA. Are those real terms? I don't know. Websites like Google, Reddit, Mozilla, and Wikipedia replaced their homepages with reference to the bills. Although CISPA has passed the House, it still faces many challenges going through the Senate and surviving a previously threatened veto by the White House.
And now for our odd news from around the world. A juror in Oregon wasn't LOLing after the judge caught him texting during an armed robbery trial and sent him to the slammer. When courtroom lights were dimmed for the showing of video evidence, the judge saw a glow on the juror's chest, cleared the courtroom, and held the texter in contempt.
The world's oldest person added another birthday candle yesterday. Japan's Jiramon Kimura turned 116 and received greetings from the Prime Minister and best wishes from around the world. Kimura reportedly has 3 meals a day consisting of rice, pumpkins, and sweet potatoes. The world's longest living woman, 115-year-old Misao Okawa, also lives in Japan.
Two wallabies, the smaller cousins of kangaroos, escaped from a farm northwest of Vienna. Volunteers have been looking for the two, one a mom with offspring in her pouch. Noting the irony, Viennese souvenir shops offer t-shirts proclaiming, "No kangaroos in Austria."
Speaking of Austria, this guy should have yodeled for help. The manager of a hotel in the Alps town of Bad Gangstein was trapped in a stalled elevator for 4 days until a delivery man heard his cries for help. The manager emerged in good shape and credited his survival training in the Swedish army.
Spectacle specters have speckled the human imagination for hundreds of years. I am, of course, talking about ghosts. Investigative reporter Ryan Gumby has a special report on the paranormal.
Ghosts, goblins, ghouls. They haunt our dorms, our roads, and even our stomachs. But what are spirits? I need to find out firsthand where these spirits were located. So I went to the most reliable source I had. The people. Have you heard any ghost stories about spirits, like places where they might be?
On this campus, I have. I heard was it Hannah Hall's haunted in the theater? You can't sit in a certain seat. But that's pretty much all I know.
So we took our ghost finding efforts to one haunted location on campus, but sadly nothing happened. After having no success, I went to Google and found out that a nearby forest on Holcomb Road is supposedly haunted. I decided to take my crew with me to Holcomb Woods to find these ghosts.
So, we're lost. That was my bad. I got these directions from the Google. And, there's a bonfire. And, it kind of led us a little far. bonfire gets us. It's about 10 minutes too far. So we're turning around, and yeah, we're making our way back. And to Cory's, what you call it thing?
Smartphone.
Smartphone. I don't know if smartphones can be smart, but okay. So yeah, there it is. Get it out of the way. So we'll hopefully get there pretty soon.
We talked to a local about the stories.
Just go sit in the woods with your car off. There's going to be an area where the woods kind of split, and you're going to see like a break, and that's supposedly where like the bus crash happened. You know that story?
Yeah. I read it on the Google.
Okay.
I have no idea what they're doing.
That
The
way?
woods.
Okay,
That's
the
the
woods.
woods right there.
Okay, that's the woods. Okay,
And
okay,
then
I
there's
thought
like an inlet, and you're supposed to just stop your car.
Like in the
and,
middle of
just
it.
absorb everything. You're supposed to see either headlights or from coming from either direction, and then sometimes people say they see a red light too.
red
It's supposed
light?
to be like the tail light of the bus. It's crazy.
We started our adventure in finding the spirits of Holcomb Woods by walking down the quarter-mile road that goes into the woods. All right, so we're going to start making a short little walk into the woods and see if there's anything suspicious or paranormal about it. I don't mean to offend any of the spirits in here. Spirits, I apologize for anything we might offend you with. Continue our walk. Squirrel. My search for the paranormal had proved useless. Apparently my cameraman thinks he sees something. He's walking a little faster than I am. So we're heading back to the car. So we've gone a little too far. And we'll head back and we'll finish our report back on Bowling Green State University campus. I do believe that there are spirits among us. The presence of these specters does not seem to be harmful, though. It is my belief that these ghosts will cross over to the next dimension once their business is done. This is Ryan Gumby reporting.
And that's it for the news today. We'll be right back after these short messages.